There,
talking about both of the students, both of the kinds of the student, because there are some people who cannot just get marks, but they are really good at programming. Like, because I feel, to be honest, maths, like getting marks in maths has nothing to do with how good you are at programming. Like those are like to just, if someone wants to be a software engineer,
depends.
right? I'm not talking about the things that you are talking about. I'm talking about a software engineer part. Software engineer has nothing to do with maths. So if someone is getting a like very less marks, 60%, 62%, 63%, it's still doable. Like it's still, he still can be in a very good company like Google. Let's say he wants to go to Google, talking in the layman terms that you talk about. So he wants to go to Google. Now he's not good at getting marks. He's just doing enough to get marks to pass हो गया college से, and then he can go to startups, get experience, go to higher startups, get more experience, then eventually lead towards Google. That's what you're saying, right? And the second type of people are like who is naturally good enough to get okayish marks to get actually into masters like you, and then get a recognizable degree to actually where those company actually come to hire you, right? Then you get to that company.
There's advantages and disadvantages of
Of
even this
course, of
app.
course.
So actually, the way I got into masters is, I don't know, it's a lucky incident or something like that. I wasn't even looking at the.
Don't believe in, like he's always like that. I don't prepare for it, but I eventually like.
I'm not talking about the preparation part. I'm saying,
Okay.
let's say the result is out. I have the gate score in my hand. I have applied
Mm,
for this degree,
mm,
for this course in MTech, and I think I applied it like 1 or 1.5 months back. And someday in sometime in future during that time, somebody, a friend of ours, called me and said that your name is actually selected into that university. I wasn't even caring about that. I was doing my GATE coaching for apply trying one more time in a way.
yeah, I remember.
I'll probably get into the IIT or something like that. I'll
You
try
were
to get
actually
into that.
preparing for a dropout, right? For a dropout year,
Yeah,
but then got into a triple IT. Yeah, that's what good
that's
students do.
I
I'm not talking.
wanted
I'm
to
not.
go for.
My audience is like none of them is a good student, so I'm not gonna talk about you. Not in that aspect. Eventually, of course, there are
No,
some
everybody
eccentric
is a good
students.
student, is what I feel. So I actually wasn't doing very good in. I don't even perform good in interviews that I actually get into. I really put on very wild answers, and they straight away bluntly say to my face that your answer is pretty wrong and all. Those answers generally don't get me through the interviews. The answers that actually get me through the interviews are my project experiences and the things that I've done on my own. I so it in the interviews they generally don't ask you that tell more about the projects you have done. Sometimes they ask, sometimes they don't even ask. So I shamelessly I plug in my projects, and somehow I connect the stories based on the project, that why I had the intuition for that project. That
Okay.
that part of it, I think, actually wherever I used, I got selected, is what I feel based on those
So you
interviews.
you were eventually selling something that you feel you should be sold for. You were selling your own self, that whatever you did,
Yeah.
don't judge me on the basis of I didn't read anything. That was your motive. Like I didn't read anything, but I did something. Look at that, buy me like. Yeah. लाल टी
In some of
लाल
the
टी शर्ट लाल टी शर्ट चाहिए, लाल टी शर्ट नहीं मेरे पास मैरून है, मैरून से. But customer is asking for the red t-shirt. But good one.